Hello and welcome. So in this video, I'm going to be swatching out the Daniel Smith Extra Fun Watercolor Confetti. There are 36 dots of watercolor. All right, so inside, I've already opened it up. It just comes cute little box. I really love that artwork. Okay. Comes with the little pamphlet that has the color information of the 36 colors that are included. Also, it does have the light fastness information, which 1 is being excellent and 4 is fugitive. If that matters to you, okay. So that's nice to know. What about the opera? Because that's usually okay. Yeah, see that one's not. That opera pink is fugitive. So that's one you'll have to be aware of. Okay. All right. So I've decided to go ahead and use my journal to swatch them out, and they've come in these cute little cards, each with their kind of own theme. So this is the Autumn Glow, and I'll be going through them as I am swatching them out. And our first color is the Aussie Red Gold. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, I'm really excited to try some of these. Some of these are repeats for me, like the quinacridone rose, the ultramarine. I have some of the colors, but most of them I do not. So let's put it out there. That's a very pretty color. I like that. Our next color is quinacridone gold. Going, you could get a very nice. Oh, that's beautiful. And then I want to see what it's like. Then very nice. Quinacridone burnt orange. I really appreciate when paint companies have these dot cards that allow us to try some colors before we commit to an entire tube of paint. I really like that. It's much appreciated. And then I'm going to just see how that flows. Ooh, I like that. Hansa Yellow Light. I think I got this in my essential set. I'd have to look back and see. But I love doing swatches in my journals and then doing like an artwork next to it, because then I can look back and say for sure, okay, I really did enjoy that. Now we are moving on. Permanent orange. Wow, this looks powerful. Oranges are often just so easy to mix yourself that I don't always keep those. Oh, that is nice and powerful color. Very powerful. Permanent orange. Yeah. Imperial purple. Wow. Wow. Purples are I've had trouble with a lot of purples being weak, and this one is not. This one is very nice and powerful. Wow. Okay. Okay, Daniel Smith. I like it. Phthalo green on the blue shade side. Yeah, that's very much like a viridian, isn't it? Do not want to let that bump up against that one. Jane's gray, but here we go. Like to know what. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. Can't form an opinion yet. Hadn't even got it all down on the paper. Okay, and I do like putting quite a bit of water on there, especially ones that are granulating, because that gives it enough water to separate and do its thing. And I also really do encourage you, if you're using granulated colors, to let them dry naturally for that reason as well. Okay, next we're moving on to Hansa Yellow Medium. Hansa Yellow Medium, huh? That's pretty. Oh no, that one ran. Not a big deal. We'll get to see what it looks like when it's run, huh? Tell you what I'll do. I'm gonna put another layer of that Hansa Yellow light down. Probably. Hopefully that works. Okay. All right. Now we're moving on to anthraquinoid red. Okay. Anthraquinoid red, huh? Wow. That's powerful. I have a feeling I'm going to be saying that a lot. French Ultramarine. I actually have this color. It's a very nice French Ultramarine. It came in the Essentials mixing set, and I've done a review on that, and I will be linking that as well. Okay. Does take a minute to get started, but that's pretty much the pigment. That's pretty. I like the granulation on it. It does have very nice granulation on that one. Oh, and this is a color, Lunar Black. I've been really wanting to try that color as well. Oh, and on the back, it has another mixing wheel on the back of this one. Lunar Black. Oof. Yeah, I've really been wanting to try this one. Let me get a good color swatch of that. And And this is a very granulating one as well, so I'm going to try to go ahead and make sure that stays pretty wet or gets pretty wet. Because we don't want it to stay wet. We want it to get wet and then dry really nice. Okay. Drop some more of that in there. Like that. Okay. And this is the gemstone one, which I actually have tested these before in the Mineral Marvels dot set, which I will also link down below in that review or first impressions that I did of that one. Beautiful colors. Okay, this one is Amethyst Genuine. This can be a little bit more on the muted side, which I absolutely adore. Muted colors. I'm just a color junkie. I admit it. Okay, I'm going to try to drop in a little bit more of that and get that granulating. There we go. Now, Rhodonite Genuine is next. Well, that Imperial Purple was separating and doing some nice granulating. Okay, Rhodonite. I just want to get that granulation in there. Drop that color, see what it does. Let it play. The next color is Jadeite Genuine. Oh, isn't that a nice color? Ooh. Nice, deep. Yeah. Beautiful color. Wow. I might have to get me that color in a tube because that one's just gorgeous. Very much up my alley. I love that. Would be beautiful, beautiful foliage. Okay, Amazite Genuine. This one's a little bit hard to wet and get off there, but I have a feeling that has more to do with the pigment itself than the paint binder. So, ooh, I'm gonna have to fix that. Can I fix that? Patience. Let's not freak out. Part of me just wanted to go, ah, but we fixed it. Told you I get a little bit messy. We'll go back in that. And this one's just not lifting off the paper that great, but it's a beautiful color. Let's see if it, beautiful color. Sometimes I think it might be hard to tell with the dots, but next we're going to see, ooh, this one says, Take Me Away, Stunning Colors of Inspiration. Watercolors will dance, dance, dance on textured paper. That's true. Opera Pink. Now this is the one that everyone's so in love with. It's almost like a, ooh. but it is fugitive, so keep that in mind. Ooh, it is neon pink color. I don't do a whole lot of florals. I need to do some because I'd like to practice some florals. I I love doing landscapes, so this isn't a color that I would have often used or found myself needing. So, but wow, ooh, that's very neon bright to me. Let's let it dry because you can't really tell. Cascade green. Now, this one sounds interesting to me for sure. Okay. Sorry if I'm sniffling, just a little bit of allergies going around. 'Tis the season. I get fall allergies really bad. Some some kind of trees or something here in Texas like to pollinate or seed in the fall. Ooh, that one's really pretty too. Cascade green. Very nice. Now this one, green gold, like I said, is one of my favorite colors. Um, but I'm currently using a Turner's brand, which is alright. I haven't had any complaints about it, but I'm looking to upgrade my paints a little bit, and we'll see then. That's pretty. It's not like the Turner's green gold, but it is very pretty though. See where that goes. All right. And Moon Glow, I have that color in a tube, and I've also reviewed that one, and I'll be linking that in the description as well. Uh, Beautiful color, gorgeous color for shadows. I use it regularly. It's got a violent, warm, I would call it a warm if it leans more towards purpley red to me. Um, it's got that undertone there, so that's why I think it makes such good um, shadows. It's very granulating and it does wonderful separating. Yeah, let's let that dry and then you can see for yourself how. And this set, I have not tried it all. This paint flowers and watch your gardens grow. Isn't that cute? They've included the little. I might paint that later, but I have a feeling that when that's the thing is when you wet it on the front, it kind of seeps to the back. So yeah, I don't think I can do that on the back, but that is cute. Wisteria, very opaque looking color. It means it's not very see through, which um, a lot of people don't use opaque colors, but I personally do. I just wait till, say, my more top layer for that because they can be a little bit tricky when you go to glazing or layering them. There's definitely a place for opaque colors. wisteria. Now that's really, really a nice color. I would say I am more drawn to that color than the opera pink, but look at it's starting to dry, so I bet you that does lighten up. Lavender. Lavender is another very popular color that I've seen other reviewers use. Some people say that they had never used lavender for many years, and then once they got a tube, now they're like really glad that they got it. Probably I've heard also that it's really good for mixing. So that might be interesting to paint with and see. It definitely moves nicely. See it moving. Okay, the next one is quinacridone lilac. Hmm. That's a pretty color. So, I wonder how different it's going to be from the quinacridone rose, which is one that I mentioned earlier that I already own a little tube of that. And I like it. It's pretty nice. I don't really find myself using it that often. Yeah, because this is more on the red side. Warmer for sure. But I find when in the mixing set that when I rely on the quinacridone rose for my primary red, it leaves me wanting a more red, like a barn red, like a. I really like it, and I do use it, but it's just not always enough of a red. I guess if you really built it up, it could be. I'll let those dry. Those are both gorgeous colors. Yeah, this still seems very fluorescent to me. I'm more drawn to this quinacridone lilac for if I was to do a botanical. Yeah, I would pick that. Okay, next we're moving on. The granulating colors are so much fun. That is true. Wet your brush and make a water path. Add a drop of rose of ultramarine and watch the colorful line dance. Maybe we'll try that over here on the side. But this rose of ultramarine, that's new to me. I don't think I've ever seen it. Rose of ultramarine. I do like granulating colors, but especially in print work, you can't always use them. Could definitely use them in my journals. I'm just trying to get enough water in there so we will see that granulation. All right, sap green. Now this is one that I use, not this brand particularly. I'm using the Cotman Winsor and Newton currently, and the reason why I haven't upgraded on it yet is because it I just haven't needed to. Sap green, but that is a pretty sap green. One thing I could say about the Winsor and Newton Cotman is they're pretty they're pretty good paints for when you're just starting out, in my opinion. Now that's a really nice. Let's see how light. I want to get that a little bit lighter because I like my greens on the yellow side. Huh. Don't know why that couldn't work as sap green. Yeah, I want to. There we go. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm really considering upgrading my sap green, and the difficulty is going to be which one to choose, either Daniel Smith or M. Graham. All right, ultramarine turquoise. Wow, doesn't this look like a nice color? I don't think I've ever kept turquoise on my palette. Maybe I did when I was using the student Sennelier. I think I did have a turquoise on that palette, but it's not one I routinely keep on my studio palette now. Well, that's pretty. That would be nice for botanicals or even ocean. It's a nice color. I've got some sunlight coming in here. I see. I hope that's not interfering with the camera. Lunar blue. Ooh. Lunar blue. Okay. I do see the blue undertone. It's like, hey, that just looks great, but it does have a. I'm not sure the camera's picking it up, but it does have a almost like a turquoise, a different turquoise than that though. Probably is mixed with viridian or phthalo green. No, it's pretty though, isn't it? Okay, these I saved for last because they are the most exciting to me anyway. I've really been wanting to try this iridescent gold. And I've noticed that they also have iridescent gold as a watercolor ground in a jar. So if you needed it as a background, or I just think that would be so pretty. Great for Christmas time. Anytime you need some sparkle. I just want to get a good swatch of that. It's lighter, it's more transparent than I thought, but I guess iridescent would be. That's pretty. Okay, iridescent garnet. Yeah, these are more transparent. Could you imagine doing frosting with that? Oops, went over a little bit, but that's okay. We'll pick it up. Just gonna try and get a good color in there. Take a dry brush here and just get that up. Iridescent rosé or rosette, rosette. I don't know. Let's give it a try. Makes me think of rust in a nice, pretty way, like coppery. Oh, this is like a rose gold, maybe. Let's see. No, I wouldn't say a rose gold. More like a copper color. I like that, actually. It's pretty. That one's really pretty. So I won't go too far over there because... Okay. And now this iridescent electric blue. Boy, doesn't that sounds bright. Let's see if it is. Get it going. There it goes. I don't want to splatter it down there on my other ones. It's not bright like I thought. I mean, it's colorful, but not opera. Not opera bright. It's actually really nice. I actually really like that blue. All right, so our last 4 will be You Were Born to Sparkle, and so was your art. Okay, create beautiful shimmering pastels or with pearlescent white. Sure to be a hit at the party. Okay. Well, let's try this pearlescent white. Give it a little try here. Now, I don't have any black paper because I bet you this would show up really nice on black. But we're going to try it nonetheless. It's not really showing up very much for me. Oh, wow, wait a minute. I just saw the sparkles. So yeah, that would show up very nicely on a black. Okay. Duochrome Cava Blue. Doesn't that sound nice? It's like that baby blue. So pretty. Wow. Oh, now that's nice. Play. Okay, duochrome emerald. Well, when I think of confetti, these colors here to me make me think of confetti. So, nice color choices. This little trial kit. Think of emerald, but it almost the name to me almost doesn't match that color, but I really like the color. It reminds me of like a sherbet green, like sherbet ice cream. Duochrome hibiscus. The hibiscus. This one seems. Didn't give me much of this one, so must be a dear color. Okay, and it is a little bit hard to lift off of this paper. Okay. I'm also going to be keeping these swatch cards. I have a binder that I keep my paint swatches in, and I can refer back to them that way as well. This is nice color, but let's let those dry. If I can stop dripping paint all over my paper. Let's let those dry, and I will come back and show you, and we will do an artwork, all right? So I've already sketched it in, and I think if I get creative with the colors, I should be able to use quite a few of them, especially in the shadows. All right, so up in here I have a rocky seashore. I'm going to be doing most of my mixing on the paper itself. I'm just going to drop some yellow color in here on the tops of these. I'm just keeping it light and loose at this point. I'm going to let these paints kind of flow and see what they're going to do. And this color here is quite powerful, so we can always build it up if we need more. Okay, so I'm going to go into... Jane's Gray looks really nice, doesn't it? Okay, I'm going to try this Jane's Gray here. I'll drop that more in the shadow colors on my rocks. It's a really pretty light color. I'm gonna put that mingle in there a bit. I'm gonna get that dark in there so when we paint our flamingo, she will show up. I'm gonna call her a she. I don't know. And to avoid any hard lines, I'm just gonna come in with some water. Get that in there. Keeping it nice and loose in this background. All right. I'm going to come in and do just a little bit of lifting here and there. Like right in there. Not too much. I'm liking that. Okay. I don't want no hard line there. Alright. That looks pretty good. Okay. I'm going to let that dry. And I think we're going to get a little bit creative on this edge here and come in here with some purple. This imperial purple looks nice, but so does the amethyst. Ooh, hard choice. We'll come in with the Imperial first, and I'm going to try to keep it really light because this looks like a powerful color here. So just right here on this very shadow, I'm gonna come in and try to follow the water's direction. And as it gets into the distance, let's come in with a little bit of this. Let's just get creative with it, like I said. Okay. I think I want to come in with this amethyst a little bit as well. Especially, I think that would be nice on these rocks up in here. Okay. And we will be going in layers with this so that some of these shadows will hopefully come through. There is going to be a shadow there. All right. Try Amazonite. Okay, Amazonite. I'm hoping this makes like a teal. Yeah, okay. Nice. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. Drop a little bit of that color back up in here. That's a really nice color. Pretty. There we go. Just want to get those lines in those directions going. Alright. As we come forward, it is going to get a little bit more on the sand color underneath. This quinacridone gold, I'm going to come in here with that a little bit right around in here. Right this way. Duochrome Cabo Blue, I believe it was. Sorry, my eyesight is a little bit hard to see some of that smaller writing in there sometimes, so that's pretty. Alright, I'm going to get some more of this over up in here. And I'm just really keeping this very loose. Okay. That's gorgeous. It's going to look good when we go back in with another layer of some shadows back in there. Just going to try to clean up my edges here a little bit on my bird. I was going to say that I was very pleasantly surprised with the lunar blue. Where did that go? That's moon glow. Oh, here. There it is. Alright, I knew I had a lunar blue in there. I want try a little bit of this green gold. As I was saying, I was interested in replacing the green gold that I'm currently using just because I want to upgrade. But this isn't, when I think of green gold, I don't think that's the typical. Let's just put like there's some moss on there or something. Uh, I don't think this is your typical green gold when I think of a green gold. So, I don't know. There, just this morning, I was up at 5 watching YouTube and I saw on Jackson's Art YouTube, they had a video with Michael Harding and his new watercolor line. Um, Now, I've never tried his brand, but you know, I've watched a couple of reviews that piqued my interest in it. So, and he was swatching out some of them, and I saw their green gold, and it looked like a very the color I would the color I would expect from a green gold. That doesn't mean this green gold isn't any good. It's just, to me, it's closer almost to a sap. What I'm used to. It doesn't mean I can't get used to something else. But yeah, so I'm looking around. I'm shopping around for green golds. If you use that color and you have a brand that you could recommend, leave me a comment down in the comment section, and I'd love to check it out. So come in. Let's try the blue. Where did that go? Right here. This is the lunar blue. Let's try and work a little bit darker up in there, where it'd be a little bit darker up in there. All right. Well, it seems to be lifting pretty well too. Oh, a little bit of brown for the rocks. Let's go into this burnt umber just a little bit. I'm going to bring some of that in here. Yeah, this is the quinacridone burnt umber. Burnt orange. I'm sorry, burnt orange. We should go with the flow of these rocks right up in here. I just love to let the colors mix and mingle there. I want to come back into this iridescent electric blue. It's a very pretty color. And I'm going to drop some more of that in there. Now the iridescent and the duochrome, there is some pretty cool science behind those colors, and I couldn't even begin to tell you it. So I'm going to leave the website for Daniel Smith down in the description as well. And when you get the time, go look that up, because that is quite interesting, the way that they've designed these paints. I think they play pretty well together so far. I'm going to keep working it down into this sand color here. I'm going to go into the quinacridone gold a little bit more and come in here with this sand color. A little bit more there. And then I'm gonna add water and let that play. Let those pigments play. Let's see what you can do, pigments. Come on. All right. All right, we'll let that dry. Okay. So I am going to switch to a smaller brush. This is my silver black 6. I think I'm gonna, where's that white? See if this will come in here to, probably not gonna be able to see it as much as me, but I just want to come in here to some of this and see if I can put in a few little highlights and see how that would mingle. Lunar blue. This is another one that I'm really surprised by and I'm really considering getting. I'm going to try to work in some of this shadows up by the waterline here. A little dark in there. A little crevice. There we go. Just getting a feel of where the land, the rocks are hitting it. Okay, I'm kind of liking that. Some more of these shadows coming up in here. Also want to use a little bit of that gray to kind of push this back. Like I said, I'm just going to let those colors play back there a little bit. Drop in more of that. See how it moves. Just needs to have the impression that those are more rocks back in there. Wings a little bit. I'm probably going to be going back and forth between the opera and the permanent orange and just laying that in. Okay, I'm just adding in some final details here. Okay, I'm going to let those colors mingle. So when I get the final details in. Gonna put up a picture and give you my final thoughts. Well, my final thoughts are that I'm absolutely surprised how much I like some of these colors. I think the flamingo turned out really nice. I think the thing that I really like about it, that surprised me a lot, was the rose of ultramarine. That is an absolute gorgeous color. Get it up close right here where my thumb is. Another one that really surprised me was the Imperial Purple. So I like both of those a lot. The Lunar Black, it's okay. It's alright. I don't dislike it. The Jadeite Genuine looks nice, even though I didn't really use it on this picture. That is one that I'm personally interested in. Let's see, what other ones was I? I'm surprised how much I like the duochrome ones, and the iridescent blue, electric blue is nice too. Surprised how much I like these because I'm not typically drawn sparkle in them. And I'm not sure if the camera is catching this or not, but let me see if I can move it just so. But you can see some where I put the white highlights in versus where I actually mingled it with the paint itself. I like this effect better when you mingle it in. It just does. I like it a lot. Like I said, I'm pleasantly surprised with how much I like those. So yeah, I'm gonna leave links below. If you enjoy paint reviews, painting tips and tutorials, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.